History fans, we've got new merch. Baseball caps.
Emphasising how objective this podcast is.
The perfect tie into the O.J. Simpson series. Yeah. We can't know.
We just don't know.
Did he do it?
Yeah.
We can't know.
I mean, it's the essence of this podcast. We don't claim to know.
No, famously.
We
don't claim to know anything. Impartiality is our business.
We also doubt everything.
Question everything.
Every number.
Question the verdict. Question the numbers. Always question the numbers.
We just can't know.
It's on T-shirts. It's on hoodies. It's on caps. Head to the link on screen for all your merch. Patrons get 10% off.
We've got a model here who's showing
our male model here off mic.
This
is a more realistic.
we got an average Finn versus History listener, so you can see what the hat might look like.
You can wear it in court. How do you plead?
Can you go on your phone and look depressed, please?
Yeah. How do you plead?
This is how you will look in public.
Head to the link now for more We Can't Know merch. Chicks love it, famously. Well, it's a big fortnight on Finn versus History. Horatio Gould joins me to dissect the life and trials of O.J. Simpson.
Set the juice loose.
Set him loose. This is what an epic story.
I mean, a modern American tale.
A great man.
Yeah.
Who I feel a lot of affinity with,
yes.
I must say.
Yeah.
Because he gets away with everything.
Yeah.
And I'm sort of waiting for the day where I accidentally kidnap someone in a hotel room in Vegas.
I'm waiting for all this to happen to me. This is all ahead of me.
It's all ahead of me. I feel such an affinity with him that my son's first two initials are OJ.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, a little private joke I play with myself. And when he took his first steps, I did say the juice is loose, and my wife didn't know what I was saying about, but I laughed, and I thought it was fun.
Well, she better start laughing, or else...
She better start laughing. Also, when he struggles to get his gloves on in the morning, it's quite hard to put a 2-year-old's glove on. I find that
like
funny.
Relatable?
I think, well, hang on.
Wait, you saw the moment where he was struggling to get the glove on, and you said...
OJ's struggling to get a glove on again. That's what I thought. I thought it was funny. My son is called...
What a sweet man.
My son is called Orenthal.
Orenthal.
Which is a strange...
Orenthal.
I've never heard that name before or since.
No.
Orenthal James Simpson. This story that so I made you watch this documentary. Had you seen the documentary before?
I hadn't seen the documentary before.
And do you agree with me? It's one of the best.
It's one of the best things ever made.
Thank you.
I mean, it's so long as well.
10
hours. It's completely justified.
Yes. Unlike
his life has so many segments.
I look at O.J. Simpson and think I've done nothing with my life.
No. Yeah. Exactly.
Fuck me. He's lived a life.
He's lived 5 different lives.
He's done everything.
He's done it all.
Or nothing. He's done none of it.
Yeah.
He did none of it.
And it's like he lived one life, lived it backwards. He's gone, up, down, all over the place.
ESPN did a 9-10 hour documentary called O.J.
Yeah, it's
Simpson.
like Ken Burns on the Vietnam War, but it's just about O.J.
It's more like it's a Steinbeck novel of like modern America where they weave all these threads and it culminates in this kind of...
Then it becomes a Hunter S. Thompson novel.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then at the end it's just porn by the end. It's just a copy of Nuts magazine. But it kind of culminates in this sort of courtroom race war. Anyway, it's an extraordinary story.
It could only happen in America. This is one of the most American stories you can have.
I think it sort of says something about modern America.
Yeah.
This would not happen in Britain.
No.
Or anywhere else.
I don't know who the British OJ is.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
is it Wayne Rooney shagging a granny? I don't know.
I guess it is that. I guess so. The trial of Wayne Rooney.
The people.
No, do you know what it is? It's Colleen versus Rebecca.
No, that's our
O.J. Simpson. That's how pathetic we are as a country.
It says something about Britain.
It does.
In the way that O.J. says something about America.
Yes. I suppose the equivalent is if David Beckham brutally murdered Posh Spice, allegedly.
And he wrote a book called If I Did It.
Yeah. Charlie, what you've just Googled O.J. Simpson naked.
Apparently he's got a 9-inch knob.
So
which
Charlie's
does make a lot of sense.
Charlie's just showing us a picture of...
that's not his knob. That's been blurred out though.
There's a long blur. That's an incredibly long blur.
He's in good nick though from that photo. Polaroid.
Very good looking guy.
That's a young O.J. Simpson.
And I think this is a cautionary tale about the dangers of having a massive knob.
It can go to your head.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
And I think we should be looking at everyone with this sort of knob suspiciously of what they're capable of.
Yes.
Or what they think they're entitled to.
That's his knob.
So you've just unblurred it, have you?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things Charlie doesn't do quickly, and he's just, of his own volition, downloaded some software to unblur O.J. Simpson's knob for us.
He looks brilliant.
He does look.
He's a
very
good looking man.
He's a professional athlete at this point.
But do you think in the way that, how did this guy come from the projects of San Francisco to become the most famous man in the world? I think it's because he was just gifted with this extraordinarily big knob, and now he just thinks that anything he does will work out. Mm-hmm. And this is it's the tragic tale. It's a Greek tragedy. It's Icarus.
It is a Greek tragedy. What?
It's Icarus with a big knob.
His knob got too close to the sun.
yeah.
Right. Okay. It is a Greek tragedy.
Is it better to have a tiny knob and just keep your head down?
Yeah, I think so. Well, I just think is more like...
I think you know your place.
You know your place.
When you look down and you can barely see it over your tummy and you go, I'm not a big deal, I guess. I guess I'll,
you know what? I'll leave my wife's neck alone.
If I end up retiring with a pension, it's a good life. Pension security.
And I'll be grateful for it.
I'll be grateful for it. Pension security is not to be sniffed at for a man with this smaller cock. Get a good job, get a pension, retire happy, travel a bit in your old age. Maybe.
Probably not.
A cruise would be nice. Everyone on a cruise has got a tiny dick. I'll say that now. Anyway, Orenthal. I imagine that's what his mother said to him when he was playing in a yard.
Orenthal. Yeah.
So Orenthal James Simpson was born on the 9th of July, 1947 in San Francisco, California. Now, his mother, Eunice, raised him pretty much by herself because it was a very poor area of San Francisco. And his dad, and I did not really know this...
Which is actually quite a big part of it.
Huge part of the psychological makeup. His dad, Jimmy, left the family when OJ was very young because he was a prominent drag queen who later dies of AIDS in 1986.
Yeah.
Astonishing.
Yep.
So you have a man who is blessed with a massive hog and cursed with a drag queen father.
Yeah.
The psychology of that is surely at play here. He's angry at his dad.
Because this is the story of, black success in America coming from the projects. It's rarely this is the dad.
Yeah.
This isn't the usual tale.
No.
That's very rare for the psychology.
Very
to
rare.
have like a gay black drag queen San Fran dad.
There's probably no more dangerous type of person to be than a black drag queen in the fucking 70s in America.
What do you mean by dangerous?
As in black people's homophobia.
Right.
At this point,
you
white
don't mean a
people's...
danger to society.
Sorry, no, I did not mean that. We've got to stop these gay black drag queens. O.J. Simpson's father, his drag name was, quote, Mama Simpson. Fuck me. Only in America.
Yeah.
Jimmy Simpson, Mama Simpson, is a drag queen who leaves the family early doors.
Yeah.
And in the documentary, the stories of his friends... age kind of 9, 10, they go to his dad's house and he answers the door in a little sort of silk kimono with another bloke in the back.
Yes.
And, that would be the late 50s, maybe? Mid 50s?
Is the guy telling this story the guy with the insanely raspy voice?
Yeah.
OJ!
OJ, man!
That's the thing when we grow up together, man.
Your daddy gay!
So in the whole documentary, the talking heads are extraordinary. They have everyone. And I think it's a real observation on how badly white people age compared to black people.
You're right.
It's quite amazing that you can have a black person talking about events they apparently grew up in, and it looks like they're 30 years old, even though they're talking about something that happened 70 years ago. Yeah. Then a white person was the same thing, and they look dead.
But they also, when you get to Ron Goldman's father, who has maybe the shittest tash of all time, he looks, in the old footage, he looks fucked.
Yeah.
And then in the end, talking head, he's fucked. So OJ didn't realise his name was Orenthal until he was in 3rd grade.
Right. That's a great pullback and reveal. It's like sort of like you're adopted, but instead you're called Orenthal.
Yeah. So, he's not a clever guy.
No.
But as you say, he's a lucky guy. He's not a clever guy.
Is he? Yeah, well, there's something to him. He's got charisma and he's got great instincts.
To be fair, my son doesn't know his name's Orenthal.
Yeah.
Anyway, he had rickets as a child. And so he was wearing braces on his legs until he was 5.
But this used to be a classic thing of sports stars,
Garrincha.
Right? Yeah.
Garrincha, the famous Brazilian winger from maybe the 50s or 30s maybe, he had knock knees, he had rickets, and it meant that no one could really... He could sort of go one way. His legs were going one way, but he could run the other. They were so bendy that people were like, what the fuck's going on? So
he's split in half.
Essentially.
So his feet are going down and he's running
that way. He's running that way. So he joins a street gang called the Persian Warriors.
Yeah.
He's arrested 3 times and he is incarcerated in a youth jail. But he marries young. He marries a woman called Marguerite, who describes OJ at school as being, quote, a really awful person.
When she's saying this, she's not saying this when she's married to him.
She was going out with OJ's friend Al Cowlings, who comes into the story later.
Definitely.
And he basically just nicks his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then they stay mates. And this is a kind of theme throughout the story, is that he doesn't, well, allegedly, he's not very nice to his family and the people closest to him.
He's one of the greatest manipulators of all, because this is what I mean. He makes terrible mistakes, and can do very stupid, thick things, but he clearly has an unbelievable way of manipulating people to do what he wants them to do.
He's got a huge dick.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
You don't need to be thinking.
Yeah. You don't need to think. All the blood has gone from his brain to his huge hog, and he doesn't need to think at all.
No.
So he's poor academically.
There's that story about him and OJ, and that friend getting caught doing something they shouldn't. I forgot what they were doing. Maybe they were like...
Oh, no, in the school toilets. They were like
smoking?
Maybe they were all smoking in the toilets.
Or playing dice.
Yeah.
So they were gambling, and then they got caught by a teacher and taken to the headmaster's office. All of them were going in there, and then OJ pretended like he was dropping them off.
Yeah. So
anyway,
I found these guys
doing it, and then they fucked off.
Yeah. And then they believed OJ. So you're right. Maybe he has a kind of...
So he's learned already.
He's socially very clever. Yeah. He's manipulative. Yeah. He's cunning.
He's charismatic.
He's cunning, but he's thick.
Yeah, it's a weird combination.
A very deadly combination.
We come across many different combinations of people, but cunning and thick is a rare one.
It is rare.
And he's a rare individual historically. I don't know many people like OJ. He seems to tick weird boxes. Much like Caitlyn Jenner, who we'll also be talking about. They actually both are completely unique.
Yes, we're doing a Patreon
American
episode on
individuals.
Caitlyn Jenner because the theme this fortnight is athletes who've killed people.
Yeah.
Caitlyn Jenner famously killed someone with a car, and also she killed an athlete called Bruce.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll also be talking
about...
Two
stories that could only happen in America.
Only happen in America. We'll also be talking about Oscar Pistorius. Anyway, it's a big fortnight.
Yeah.
Red meat. It's beef tartare all round.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy it. There will be some downside at some point.
Yeah.
Enjoy it because
we'll have to do a juice cleanse soon. So
there'll
enjoy
be a juice cleanse of fucking Charlemagne at some point, firing medieval what's the word? Suppositories up our ass.
Yeah.
Anyway, so OJ starts to gain fame as an athlete because he's very good at running.
Yeah.
He runs away from things. In 1967, he enrolls in USC, the University of Southern California, which is in LA, and he joins the American football team there as a running back. Now, obviously, I don't watch American football. No. I've made that very clear. Yeah. I am British and I have a mortgage.
Yeah.
I don't watch this filth.
Yeah. You spend 5 days watching Test cricket.
Yes, exactly. I know where I'm born. I stay in my lane.
Yeah.
Many of our fans will stay up all night in their chairs that have neck grips. They'll be watching travel pillows.
Yeah.
I've made this very clear.
Yeah.
Now, supposedly in that clip, for anyone who doesn't know, when I went on the NFL show, apparently that presenter was best man at one of OJ's later weddings.
Later weddings.
Crucial.
The prestige of the weddings
does
go severely downhill.
But supposedly that's why that man was so annoyed at my insistence on making OJ jokes throughout the broadcast. Anyway, USC is a predominantly white, socially conservative college, and the campus is next to Watts, which is a sort of predominantly black neighborhood of LA, which will come into the story. The big riots in Watts in '65, but OJ sort of becomes seduced by white society and starts to distance himself from African American culture. Maybe he never felt that attached to it because his dad was a drag queen, which is not the center of black culture. Do you know what I mean? He already feels maybe slightly alienated.
Or maybe his dad's drag character was white, so he thought he was white.
That could be.
He was doing the half and half thing, so maybe he felt what he's singing as a man and a woman, white man, black man.
Oh, I see. Is that a thing?
When you paint yourself half one thing and then you do like a play to yourself. Like,
oh, I see.
Yeah.
So
could have confused him.
If I was doing blackface, is that a way of doing it?
I think it's half. You only get 50% in trouble.
Yes.
You get less in trouble.
Especially if the other half's being, what are you doing? Don't dare you. Hey, man. No, come on. That's tasteful. Yeah.
Well, I imagine just growing up in that home at a key, we're thinking Freudian, in a Freudian sense, in a key age where a lot of this information is shaping who you are.
Yes.
Seeing your dad being a woman, a white guy, whatever, that probably messes with your bias,
Definitely.
About your racial self-identity.
Now, at this time, the civil rights movement is kicking off.
Yeah.
The Black Panthers are around, but he kind of pulls away from that, and he sort of goes into a white society. He sort of becomes this star within USC because college football is extraordinarily big deal. And it's like the only equivalent.
I'm pretty thick about this.
Yeah.
So what is it? College football? We don't have anything like that.
The only thing we have is the boat race.
Okay, yeah.
Which is not a big deal at
No.
all. The equivalent story is like fucking Matthew Pinson, if he was even in the college boat race, I imagine he was because he's Olympian, or Steve Redgrave.
Yeah.
If got famous doing boat races and then transitioned into doing movies because he was so famous from the boat race, and then killed his wife allegedly.
It's like if uni sports were as big as the Premier League, basically.
It is that. It's the boat race is the Premier League.
Yeah.
And it's live! And it's the boat race. You imagine Super Sunday and it's just fucking 10 posh twats on the Thames.
Because it's not a league below NFL. They're two separate leagues which are...
They're separate. They're
which
distinct.
are both
It sounds like
popular.
a load of bollocks, to be honest.
It is bollocks.
It is bollocks.
It is.
I mean, have you seen the
bollocks.
size of college football? They're bigger than Premier League.
Yeah,
There's like 90,000 people.
Why?
Well, there's a lot of people in
Surely
America.
they're just shit.
I think there's like... I think it's because it's all youth, right? So they have to be at the uni, so it feels like maybe it's more exciting the way that it's drafted.
Well, no,
and like
I think
the connection to the college you went to, but
I think instead of NFL teams, professional ones having a youth setup like Premier League teams do, college football is the kind of breeding ground of professional athletes, and then there's a thing called the draft.
But it's like the under 21 league then.
Yeah, it's all complete bollocks. But
I mean, we don't. Yeah, I imagine someone's listening to this. This is unbearable.
Yeah, but the kind of person that is can go fuck themselves. Frankly, as I've made clear very, very many times. Get a job.
You are on record.
Stop drinking Monster.
Yeah.
I'm married. You won't be. Anyway. So he's being pressured into sort of joining in the civil rights because obviously on campus, I mean, I know it's a white uni, but there still would have been kind of militant black students at this point.
It's the 60s.
It's the 60s. When asked why he's not going to join in the kind of the civil rights efforts, he says, "I'm not black. I'm OJ."
Psychologically, he is.
Now I say that as well. I'm not black. I'm Finn.
Yeah.
Who's not black? I'm white. But that's not what he's saying.
No.
He's not saying he's white.
Yes.
He's saying he's not black.
Yeah.
He's saying his personality, his persona,
I'm unique.
His fame transcends race, which at this point, no one's does.
Yeah.
And that's why he becomes such a star, is that he genuinely...
He disconnects himself from the civil rights movement, basically.
But he's also non-threatening to whites, in a way, ironically, in a way that we will see. So,
and I think the key, what I've learned from the documentary, the key way to be non-threatening to whites, people are trying to do that, is wear cashmere jumpers.
Yes.
I think just wear a cashmere jumper, and I think you'll get away with a lot more. I think you'll get less police harassment if you're wearing a tan cashmere jumper.
Wearing a jumper where you pull your sleeves over your hands and you kind of like...
It's not threatening.
Not threatening at all.
Psychologically, he probably is an unbelievable sort of sociopathic narcissist, right? And so he only views things... He can only view things through his own lens, right? He can't view anything collectively.
No, he sees himself as bigger than the black struggle.
He's bigger than anything.
Yeah,
though. It's all him. And even the fact that he's such a good runner, and when he does any other position, he's not good. It's just as long as it's individual, I get the ball and run past everyone. So it works.
So
with that
the
sort
reason
of focus.
he's so good at American football, which is obviously a stupid sport, terrible to watch. But OJ is a running back, which I believe is not that common in the game, where he's so good, they just give the ball to him and he just fucking runs through everyone. So this is a college final game, and it's between USC, who is, and maybe another college in LA or a San Francisco college. Anyway, it's a derby as well. It's a derby match. This is the famous run that we're watching now. OJ runs past some people.
Is that it?
That's literally it. That's what I mean. Everyone goes mad for it, but that's basically...
Yeah, but then is it because it's the 60s? You know, Stanley Matthews did One Step Over.
I guess so.
And half the crowd had a stroke.
Like Charlie's just got on, this is a rugby match, this is someone running through. It's the same, isn't it? It's just a bloke holding a ball running. It's not that impressive. Anyway, people go mad for him. He's so clearly the best college footballer of his age, and he's also running with the ball, which people don't do.
Yep.
So... in 1969, he becomes the first black national spokesman for Chevrolet. He begins commentating on football games for ABC.
And I imagine black people are not getting any sort of brand deals. They're not the face of any sort
He's
of product.
the first black influencer.
Blimfluencer.
He's a blimfluencer.
Right.
ABC make him take elocution lessons to suit their viewer demographics better.
Yeah.
So he's already being positioned towards white society as much as he is himself. And in the same year, he is selected in the NFL draft to join the Buffalo Bills. Another problem with NFL is that they've got stupid names.
Yeah.
It's like Pro Evo English team.
Right, the
West
London Reds.
Blues,
Yeah.
Manchester Reds.
Yeah.
That's their actual.
Whereas
you have an old man who's a diehard for the Buffalo Bills.
Whereas county cricket.
Yeah, it's esteemed as gentleman's game.
Right, Hampshire.
Sussex,
Sorry.
Wessex. Doesn't even exist anymore, that county. The Buffalo Bills. It's a childish culture. Anyway, OJ gets a contract of the sort of equivalent of nearly $6 million over 5 years, which is the largest contract in pro sports in America at that point. Now, he doesn't like Buffalo. Buffalo's in the Midwest somewhere. Is it Michigan? I don't know.
I think it's in New York State.
It snows a lot. It's cold. Yeah, it's in New York. It's cold. And also, in the first 3 seasons, the coach makes him a receiver rather than a running back. So that's basically he has to run to catch the ball, but he can't catch.
And he liked LA because he liked the celebrity culture. He felt like he was at the heart of everything. In Buffalo, he felt disconnected from it all.
But then the team hires a new coach in '72, and the team starts to achieve success because they just give the guy with the big dick the ball and we'll win.
Yeah. So for 3 years, he was receiving and
he can't catch.
Can't catch.
Which is amazing to be the best athlete in a sport where you have to catch and you can't catch because it's a stupid sport.
It's just as long as it's him on his own,
running,
he's brilliant.
Dodging tackles, getting away with stuff.
Getting away with stuff. I mean, it's amazing.
So this is when, and I think it's 1973, he reaches the height of his professional career where he beats Jimmy Brown's rushing record.
Right.
Fucking hell. Sad sacks who watch this. He ran the furthest.
Yeah.
So he's the first player to break 2,000 rushing yards in a season. He gets awarded MVP. He wins maybe the Heisman Trophy, which is, I guess, like the Ballon d'Or if you're fat. Anyway, he's a big deal, and he beats the record. You know, he's a big deal in NFL in '73. Should we play '73? Because it's the height of his professional sports career, 1973.
Right.
I'll tell you when this is. Actually, sorry, this is it's after Bruce, before Caitlin.
Yes.
Yeah, lovely. Bruce is
been born. Yeah.
Bruce has been born. He's not been murdered by Caitlin.
Is that how they phrase it?
That's how I phrase it.
All right. Okay.
Well, dead naming, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Does the one murder the other?
I think so.
So would you want to put Caitlin on trial for the death of Bruce?
Yes, I would. I'd say what happened to Bruce?
Where were you?
Where were you on the night that Bruce disappeared? He went into a box and you came out. Explain that to me. Now, in 1974, OJ signs a long-term deal to promote Hertz Rent-A-Car.
Also to places that at the moment, Wilson, is he getting pegged by Marcia?
He is getting pegged by Marcia, yeah. No, 1974, no, Heath's, it's 3-day week, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think...
Yeah, this is the 74 is the year that it switched between Heath and Wilson like 3 times.
Can we do an impression where you're Heath and he's pegging you as Marcia, please?
No, I don't want to do this
Please?
again. No, Charlie.
Come on.
Stop trying these act outs where Finn rapes me.
You are always pitching act outs that involve...
Only bit producing goes, right, let's do that again, but Finn, you're raping him and you're hating it. You're really hating it and you're loving it.
Charlie, it's got nothing to do with the topic.
Let's get that clean.
Come on,
right.
Come on. We're talking about OJ Simpson in the NFL. No, you rape him, and then we'll put it out as a clip. Be a good clip.
Good clip. It's a good clip. No, it'll work on socials.
Rape him. Yeah.
So in 1974, OJ signs a long-term deal to promote Hertz. I like Hertz.
Yep. I used Hertz quite recently.
You can't drive.
No, but I was with someone who did.
Right. Fucking rental cuck. When they talk about this in the documentary, this is amazing because they talk about how they want to convey speed. They want to convey speed of service. You get to the rental counter, you get your keys quickly, you get in the car. It's like hassle-free. So
in the documentary, which is amazing, this is the bit that drags them up. The first 2 episodes, they could have been 1 episode, I think. Like they do talk about Hertz for about 45 minutes.
Yeah, because they got an interview with the CEO of Hertz, who loves the sound of his own voice.
Yeah, and also is a white man who's aged terribly.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
He's got liver spots all on his head.
He's actually 43. But I found this quite interesting, actually, because the advert is him running through an airport.
Yeah.
But they're like, in 1974, we can't have a black guy running through an airport and it not seem threatening to a white audience.
Yeah.
So they then get white grannies to watch him go past and go, "Go, OJ, go!
Yeah.
It's the juice."
Yeah.
And they like, the only way we can have this as like a color neutral endorsement is if we have old sweet grannies chanting "Go Juice."
You've got to balance that out.
Yeah, and Hertz refrains from including other black people in scenes with him.
And he's more than happy to do this. He really
he's not
doesn't
black.
give a fuck
He's
about
OJ.
any of this stuff.
No.
He's not precious about any of this stuff.
No. Now, in 1978, he transfers to the San Francisco 49ers. Sounds like what his dad used to do. Anyway.
At the time, the context of this is that there's a lot of black athletes now standing up for civil rights, right? This is the famous Black Panther sign.
It's the glove. Another amazing irony in the story is that John Carlos and the other one are in the Mexico Olympics in 68, is it? And they do the Black Power salute, where they lift up a closed fist glove with a leather glove. And OJ, again, this is Muhammad Ali speaking out.
Yeah, and they're trying to get OJ to come
Tommy Smith
and help
and
the
John
civil
Carlos,
rights movement, but he's not having any of
OJ's
it.
going, absolutely not.
And this is the 74. This is coming to the end of the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
There's a lot of racial issues with conscription.
But what's amazing is you wouldn't know any of that from the first two parts of the OJ documentary. What's extraordinary is that he is sort of apolitical.
But in a way, you kind of skip a lot of America's problems when you're just following OJ at this point.
Yes.
You're just you're running past them all.
You think,
brilliant.
What are you on about? What do you mean? You're in rental car adverts.
This is great.
As a people, you're clearly fine.
Yeah.
Now, OJ transfers to the San Francisco 49ers, but he has knee issues and he retires from football in 79. But he also retires because he's starting to get acting work. And he, from 1988...
So this is when he's quite Beckham-like, right?
Yes, the big pivot.
Wind down your career early so that you can pivot into celebrity, acting, stuff like that.
From 1988 to 1994, he appears in all three Naked Gun
Which is
films.
amazing. You forget he's in there often when you go back.
Yeah.
You forget that OJ's there.
But it's also funny listening to the director talk about, he's like, the only good acting he was good for was Naked Gun.
Because of how hammy it was.
Hammy it was.
Yeah.
He was considered for the role of the Terminator, but producers thought that he was too nice to be seen as a cold-blooded killer.
Yeah. Another role that he probably would be able to do because you're a robot.
Yeah.
That's why Schwarzenegger was good at it, because it was just...
Well, I guess because Schwarzenegger isn't an actor. He's not an actor for the Terminator, is he? He's Body Pump.
Yeah, exactly.
Is he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Body Pumper?
Bodybuilder. Making it hornier than it needs to be, Finn.
My wife does a class with David Lloyd called Body Pump.
Really?
And I'm slightly threatened whenever
She gets inflated.
Yeah. I thought you were going to the gym, love. What's going on? Now, he receives military training on how to use knives as a weapon for a 1994 show called Frogman, which is never aired because the pilots, he's only made a pilot, and then the trial comes out, the murder happens.
Oh, so this is...
So Warner Brothers lose an estimated $14 million because they've made this pilot they can't air because the lead in it may have stabbed someone.
Is it making the link that his knife skills come from this?
Possibly.
Yeah, maybe.
So he also does adverts for, cowboy boots, ham. It's an American story.
Yeah.
Now, I suppose there's another character in this story. I guess we should talk about one of the murder victims. Ron Gold. No, we should talk about Nicole Brown. Nicole Brown is a model, maybe?
She's a waitress. No, she's a waitress. I think she's 18 years old, so I think she's a waitress. But if she's a waitress in LA, she'll probably have aspirations to do
Everyone
something.
in LA is either
actor, model,
porn star, whatever. OJ meets Nicole in 1977, and she's working as a waitress. She was 18, he was 30. This is all above board.
Right.
Nicole had been born in Germany. Plot!
Yeah.
In 1959, but they moved to the US when she's young. And at this point, OJ's still married to Marguerite and had 3 children. I mean,
3 children we haven't heard about.
No.
He hasn't talked about.
No.
That doesn't come into the story, really.
No, one of them dies in his pool.
But, and he was away.
He was away, and he really just bashes that off.
There's an interview he's asked about his kid drowning, and he was like, well, I wasn't there. And so
I'm OJ.
I'm kind of over that.
I'm OJ.
No, I'm OJ. I'm not a father.
I'm not a father. I'm not black.
I'm OJ. Yeah.
I don't have a kid. I'm OJ. Anyway, everyone in
and was that the same house? Was that Rockingham?
Yeah.
Right.
That's the big mansion in LA. Everyone in OJ's family has got a weird name. Orenthal.
Yeah.
Marguerite. Mama Simpson.
Yeah.
So after their first date, Nicole says that he had been forceful and ripped her jeans.
Red flag.
That's more of a third date thing, Orenthal. He'd also promised her to buy a car and an apartment, and he leaves Marguerite for Nicole in 1979, and they get married in 1985.
Yeah.
Now, they have 2 children together.
Big society wedding. Everyone loves Nicole and OJ.
This is like OK Magazine, Hello.
And he's got this big mock Tudor mansion in Brentwood, which is the fanciest part, one of the fanciest parts of LA. And just all of everyone's always hanging out at their home. It's a real social hub.
Yeah.
And they're kind of like seen as the sort of perfect couple.
It's Barrymore.
Yeah.
It's Epstein.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Yeah.
It's just a pool party.
Yeah.
I imagine there's Trump must have been knocking about.
No, there's photos of Trump. Just type in Trump and OJ.
We're looking at photos of Trump. Trump. The boys,
There we
OJ
go.
and Trump.
What sort of things do you reckon they're talking about?
I reckon they're both saying the M-word a lot. Personally.
And they're both saying, I'm not black.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not black, I'm OJ. I'm not black, I'm Donald. What are you on about? None of us are black OJ. But it is fun. Is OJ the first and only black person to say that he doesn't see colour?
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's interesting,
Before
isn't it?
or since.
Yeah.
A historical anomaly.
It's
kind of amazing.
It's almost cultural appropriation.
For who? From white culture?
From whites.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
His jumpers, the way he plays golf.
I'm actually livid about
Yeah.
this. Yeah. Golf, that's our sport. So they get married, but the relationship is sort of it's bad.
Well, at the beginning it's good. They're very into each other, and I don't think it's bad from the start. There's clearly they're very attracted to each other, and for the first couple of years it seems like it's a good relationship. I think.
Yeah, although she's always saying, she's letting little sort of breadcrumbs about abuse and violent, and he's also.
But to be fair, he does say in his defence that she got fat after the pregnancies.
Yes. Yep.
So you got to hear both sides of this.
The guy always has a good defence. The gloves don't fit because your hands are too fat.
Yeah.
You never realise that their hands get fat when they get pregnant. It is astonishing.
It's tough.
It is tough.
And no one talks about it.
No one talks about it.
So
It is
OJ was blindsided.
It's the father's burden. The other thing they don't talk about is how uncomfortable the chairs are that you sit in when your wife is giving birth.
Right.
In the hospital, when you're waiting for her to give birth, they don't give you a little couch. They give you a horribly uncomfortable chair that you're forced to sleep in, and it ruins your back. And there's no social space for you to complain about it because your wife has got a baby.
Wait, do you think you were in more pain than her, potentially?
Honestly, I'd say I would like to be offered an epidural to go to sleep in that chair.
Would you say maybe you'd rather have given birth than just to be on the more comfy chair?
She had a fucking cesarean. Anyway. I probably would have actually.
Yeah.
Rather give
Because you get to be on the bed as opposed to that
lie
shitty chair.
down,
Yeah.
flat on the bed. Also, just if I felt any bloated at all,
Gone.
gone. Gas, yeah.
Did you ever kiss your wife's tummy before she gave birth? To sort of kiss your kids on the head.
Well, I listened to the baby in the tummy and stuff.
How was that for you?
Sorry.
What was that like?
Well, it was nice. It was exciting.
Yeah. Was it as magic?
Let's go back to the rape act out, shall we?
It's two
You never
extremes, isn't it,
know. Yeah.
Charlie? Isn't it? Or
Really
very
invasive, personal.
intimate question. Or no, rape him as an act out. Sort of split the difference, maybe. I reckon. Chaz. Split the difference between the incredibly invasive questions and trying to direct a rape fantasy of yours. Yeah, no, but no one talks about how uncomfortable the chairs are that fathers are meant to sit on. And if I have a political career after this podcast, it will be for Fathers for Justice. I will be bringing that back. Justice for fathers' backs.
And OJ has a lot of kids, so he probably wasn't there, to be honest.
If he wasn't dead, we'd love to have him as Fathers for Justice as a spokesperson. I am very sad that he died.
We talked about it. He was probably the dream internet guest.
Oh my god.
We
would have flown everyone out.
Yeah,
there
definitely.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I didn't think it would be possible. But then seeing the end of his career, he was doing anything.
He was doing anything. All we had to do was say that we had some of his merch, and he probably would have come to us. To be honest. Anyway, so as you said, Nicole gets fat during her pregnancies. And really, I think that's probable cause.
Why wasn't she on trial?
Yes. Why was
The people versus Nicole.
Your Honour, look at her hands. They're huge. I married someone with fingers, and now she's got big sausages.
And also, OJ was forced to sleep with other women because of it.
Yes, and he quite rightly blames Nicole for his own affairs.
He didn't want to do that.
I don't want to be doing this.
But you snookered him.
Yes, what am I meant to do?
Completely backed into a corner.
Your hands are too fat. That is, to be fair, that is beast mode, is blaming your wife for having your own affairs.
Yes.
I mean, that is real, it's male motivation,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it is,
I'm
it
not saying
really
you
is.
want to do it. I'm just saying
It's
God,
alpha grind set sort of mentality.
It is, yeah. Have an affair. It's not your fault, it's hers. It's Bonnie Blue's mindset.
Yes.
Actually, it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Nicole gets fat, but as we say, this is not the people versus Nicole's belly. Now, there is a history of domestic violence in the relationship. In 1985, the LAPD is called to OJ's house and they find him shouting, holding a baseball bat, crying. A crying Nicole is sitting in the car with their windshield smashed in.
But we can't know what was going on.
We don't know what was going on. Okay? We can't know. This is, you can try and put a picture together, but it will never be fully clear.
Yeah.
The man is just... I watched a video last night of a funny video of a man and his wife sleeping in bed, and he was in full cricket whites, and he was saying, how long can I shadow about in bed until my wife wakes up?
Right.
It was a minute and a half. A minute and a half of him just playing strokes.
Okay, what's your point? I'm
just saying it could have been a funny game. This is before TikTok.
Right.
Maybe they're making a funny home video.
Yeah. And also him having to shout, that's not good for your voice. So Nicole probably shouldn't have gotten to that state.
And then she put a lot of weight on as well. We don't know what was going on.
And maybe that's why the windshield smashed.
She's too fat. She can't fit in the car. She's tried to get in the car, but she's too big, and she smashed the windshield from the outside somehow. OJ's just innocently shadow batting outside. Anyway, Christmas 1988, Nicole writes in her diary that while they were in Hawaii, she was beaten badly by OJ after she had let a gay man kiss their baby at a restaurant. Now, I remember this from the documentary.
Yeah. So it's clearly something to do with his Mama Simpson, right?
Yes, clearly. And I suppose you're now getting a sense of this man that had been,
He thinks gay is contagious, clearly. OJ.
Again, he's cunning, but he's thick.
Yeah. He's not a scientist, and you got
neither are we.
Yeah, so you got to do your own research.
We don't know. This could have been a sleeper agent trying to make his son gay. We don't know. Gays do make good spies.
Yep.
In my head, at least.
Yep.
They're in a restaurant in Hawaii, and a gay man comes over and I think kisses the baby. Quite a gay thing to do, I guess, just sort of out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Bit, I don't know if I would kiss another person's baby.
Yeah, and I think
Like a stranger at a restaurant.
gay guys, they feel entitled to kiss anyone really because they're gay.
They're quite kissy, aren't they?
Yeah, women they're honking on their breast doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I'm
I guess
gay.
so.
The
Yeah.
camper you are, the more you can kind of harass women. Do you know what I mean?
It's true, actually.
Yeah.
There's nothing more deadly than a very, very, very camp straight man.
Yeah.
Because he's getting away with a lot
We
of honking.
say during the OJ trial.
Yeah.
The real problem.
But he's
camp straight guys.
but he's not camp, OJ.
No, I know. That's why it's funny
Yeah.
that we're...
His dad is the real enemy in this story. Mama Simpson.
Yeah.
I suppose we're getting a sense of this man who was so clean cut. He has this amazing smile, incredibly chiseled.
He's got
features.
everything.
He's got everything. But there's clearly, you're getting a sense of the effort it takes him to present to white society. To mask. To code switch. What is this podcast? What terms are we using? I've heard these terms by annoying people on the internet. I don't know what they mean. What is it? Do you?
What do we think? Yeah, is OJ? Can we do a defense of OJ that he was the exhaustion he had masking?
He's autistic and he had a big knob. It's the Greg Wallace defense. He was autistic and it took so much energy masking.
Yeah.
When he had a ball and he was running, he was hyper focused. He was in flow state.
Yeah.
But when he didn't have that ball,
that's when he has to.
He had to mask, and it takes so much effort to mask not being a murderer.
That frustration has to come out somewhere.
It has to come out somewhere. Yeah, but you're getting a sense of the rage that maybe he feels. From
Envy, jealousy, hatred of Nicole. I wonder if there's any resentment of her whiteness maybe potentially being in there. I don't know if there's any sort of psychological thing.
Why would anyone resent? Why would there be any resentment for the white?
I don't know.
I watched his documentaries. There was nothing about
it. There was didn't touch on it once.
No. So on New Year's Eve 1989, OJ beats Nicole very badly. She escapes and calls the LAPD. And the police find her hiding in a bush. I mean, she's clearly had a
Could have been hide and
breakdown of
seek.
some kind. Sorry,
Could have been hide and seek.
good. We don't know. Couples play silly games.
Yeah.
The police try to arrest OJ, but he escapes in his Bentley. And when he is arrested, he's charged with domestic violence and sentenced to 2 years probation. He then gets something about Nicole. Basically, says don't charge him.
Yeah.
Something like that. And then this is, to be fair. Again, this is amazing as male motivation. He is ordered to do 120 hours of community service, which he then says, well, I'll organise a charity golf tournament, and that's my community service because I'm giving the money to charity.
Yeah, so it is community service. It's kind of amazing.
It is kind of
But it
amazing.
shows that, like, in America, actually celebrity is a higher class than race. It transcends, like, the privilege of being celebrity transcends race, basically.
But this is the American class
Yeah.
system. So at this point, I guess he is also playing golf a lot because he's in white society.
Yeah.
He's been on the Naked Gun films.
He's kind of cosplaying as a white dad.
Yes.
As a white conservative dad.
Anyway, so the incident makes the news, but OJ states that Nicole had attacked him first, and
Right.
he was defending
I believe
himself,
him.
and also she was massive by this point. So he was like,
Terrifying.
terrifying. This huge woman, this beast of a woman, she had not lost her baby weight, attacked me.
Yeah. There's so many domestic violence calls during this period.
Yeah, well,
there's
how
like
many
65.
Is there? 65 or something.
So it's
over the
happening
course of-
all the time, and it's this real cycle of abuse that she's constantly calling out saying
If only she was cycling.
Yeah, that's what the real abuse is.
Yeah, but
she's saying he's going to kill me. All the time on the
She's
phone.
saying all the time to her family.
To the police.
At some point, he's going to kill me.
He's going to kill me.
And the LAPD are also getting to know Rockingham, which is their big mock Tudor
But
mansion.
the LAPD thinks that maybe it's their unique sense of humour.
Yes.
They're
very trusting, the LAPD, of a certain type of person.
Yeah.
But my point is that officers who end up coming into this story, they're going out to Rockingham a lot because there's frequent disturbances. Officer Terry Shower of the LAPD alleges that OJ had been also violent towards Marguerite, his ex-wife, and he claims that he received a call from Marguerite saying that she'd been beaten, but that she wouldn't press charges because she says if he did, then he would have got a frying pan upside his head. This is soul talk now,
Right.
which I don't know if I should do the accent. I probably should do the accent. He'd have got a frying pan
Right,
upside
no, I think we get it.
I'm just trying to paint a picture for our listeners. Her name is Marguerite.
Yeah.
This is Black America.
But this kind of angle does sort of imply
Upside
where
his
was
head.
Nicole's frying pan? Like it is kind of like the view,
Yeah.
and it is actually a view during the trial. A lot of women view Nicole being beaten as her fault because I think a lot of women at the time, especially older women, basically say, "I would never be in this cycle."
Because I've got a frying pan.
And that you must secretly love it if it keeps happening.
Yeah.
It's like this kind of psychological thing where you just assume, well, if anyone did that to me,
It's what the
I'll just get a frying pan.
It's how the French react to Me Too.
Yeah. For years.
Well, yeah. You're
No-
asking for it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They're men.
You're wearing a skirt.
Yeah. What did you expect to happen?
You're wearing jeans.
You're wearing a massive straitjacket. What do you expect to happen? So Nicole, at some point, how old? What year does they divorce? She goes and stays with the kids. She expresses fears to friends, including Kris Jenner, who is OJ's friend's
Kris
wife.
Kardashian at this point.
At this point, Kris Kardashian, because her husband Robert Kardashian is a friend of OJ's. From
He's always
USC.
around Rockingham.
Yeah.
It's part of that kind of LA set.
So Robert Kardashian and Kris Kardashian divorced in 91. OJ and Nicole filed for divorce in 1992.
Takes Nicole a long time to get it. There's all talks of leaving him. He's constantly cheating on her.
Yeah. And what I must stress is that I'm aware to our listeners that this is bordering on TMZ Mail Online girl filth.
Right.
Which is why this topic is so universal in that it's a documentary that you can watch with your other half.
It's blue and pink. It does both.
Yeah.
It covers it all.
It's
true crime.
It's race in America.
It's sports.
It's true. Yeah. It's a woman getting.
It's got everything.
It's a woman getting murdered. They love it.
Yeah.
They love that
It's
stuff.
Vegas.
It's Vegas. Vegas is brilliant.
Vegas is great.
What's amazing about this story is that when we do a 4-parter normally, the last part is kind of wrapping up loose ends.
Yeah. Second wind.
I'm almost more excited for the fourth part.
I think the fourth part's maybe the
It's
best.
astonishing.
Yeah.
So they get divorced in 1992, but despite this, OJ's controlling behaviour is continuing. He plants people in her friendship circles.
Have you ever done that?
No, but I'd love to.
I'd love to have people to plant.
I'd love to have a mole.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't have
like
enough.
a spy network.
I don't have enough friends.
Yeah.
I can't plant people in my own social network.
Yeah.
Let alone my wife's.
So firstly, work on getting a circle.
Can I have some friends? Because my
I've
wife's got
planted people in my own circle
Yeah.
to spy on
me. 'Cause I don't trust myself.
It'd be great to have people feed back to you. You can sit in a big chair
Yeah.
and just listen, stroking a cat as they whisper things. It'd be lovely.
He sends people to go out when she did, and then gets them to come and report back. He
He's
follows
become quite. Yeah, he's cunning and thick.
cunning and thick.
Yeah, he's
Deadly
quite dastardly.
Yes, he is.
There's something very like
Now, in April '92, he follows Nicole and her then boyfriend Keith back to her house after they go to the club.
He's looking out for her.
I imagine she wine pond the cocky, as you like saying.
Right.
And while they're inside having sex, OJ stands and watches them from the garden.
I don't imagine he's over the moon about this.
OJ?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't imagine Keith is that pleased, to be fair.
The amount of rage you can imagine. Seeing as he smacks with a baseball bat if she gains a little bit of weight.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
He was shadow batting while she was in the car.
Yeah.
Now, he breaks into the house the next morning and starts an argument with Nicole, and Keith is still there.
Yeah.
Probably I guess from his perspective, that's a bad one-night stand.
Yeah.
Now,
Buzzkill.
there then begin rumours that Nicole is dating a man called Marcus Allen.
Yeah, if you go back with someone and they're married to OJ and he turns up with a baseball bat shouting, it would be like, I think this is a bit too much for me.
Yeah.
I think this
I'm
is
out.
Yeah, I'm out. I was looking for something casual and fun. This is kind of the opposite.
This is not fun. Marcus Allen is a friend of OJ, and he's also kind of his protege.
Yes.
In that he is
15 years younger.
and he's similarly doing these mad. He's running loads of yards on the NFL field, and he's kind of the big NFL star of this era. And there are rumours that Marcus Allen and Nicole are dating, which
OJ sees Marcus as a younger version of himself.
Yeah,
So
and
he's
there's-
deeply competitive with him.
and there's a jealousy there.
Yeah.
Obviously. So in '93, Nicole tries to reconcile the relationship with OJ for the sake of the children, but the violence continues. Nicole calls the police again, and in the documentary you can hear in the background of the phone calls
Him screaming.
OJ screaming.
Shouting, yeah.
Now in May '94, they officially split up again, and so we get to the early hours of 13th of June 1994. A jogger calls the police. The police arrive and find two bodies just outside of Nicole Brown Simpson's house. They're both dead, allegedly.
Could still be alive.
They could still be alive.
Could be in Brazil.
From-
Nicole's in Brazil.
Nicole's in Brazil. Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman are having pina
Eva
coladas. Sorry?
Eva Brown.
Nicole Eva Brown Simpson. Oh my God.
I don't know
My
how
God.
deep this thing
How
went.
deep does this go? Nicole Eva Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman are on the Rio fucking beach drinking pina coladas with Adolf Hitler. I'm sure of it. Oh my God. Take me there now. So anyway, Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman, who is it seems worst case of wrong place, wrong time there's ever been, is a sort of waiter who I think is returning her phone maybe, or
He's got wrong place, wrong time syndrome.
Wrong place,
Ron-
time
Ron-
Goldman, more like.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Wrong place, wrong time Goldman is returning Nicole's glasses.
But we'll go into this in more detail on the next episode.
Yes. Near the bodies, the police find a single bloodied black glove. Now, we're going to leave this episode here.
Tantalizing.
Everything is poised.
Yeah.
In our next episode, we will deal with the murder scene.
The history of race riots in LA.
History of race riots in LA. We will, what OJ does next. And in the 2 episodes after that, we'll be joined by Red Richardson, the amazing comedian, to go through the trial and OJ's...
We thought it's a very racially complicated and sensitive issue.
Yes.
Who better than getting Red Richardson on as a guest?
He does look a bit like Ron Goldman's dad.
Yeah, that's true.
So-
but it's nice just to kind of balance the diversity of the sofa when talking about something.
Yeah, we need another guy with a moustache. So
another white guy with a moustache.
His moustache
Talk
is
about the OJ trial.
His mustache is slightly darker than yours.
Yeah.
So, you know.
There's a level.
It's a spectrum. Yeah. Intersectionality. Black hair meets mustache. Anyway.
It looks like a cross between me and you,
He
basically.
does. It basically looks like a cross between me and you. Yeah.
Split the difference between me and Finn.
Yeah, and you get red. Anyway, he'll be on. And he's also going to stick around to talk about Oscar Pistorius.
Yeah.
And we'll be dealing with Caitlyn Jenner, another murderer.
Yeah.
And that's all on the Patreon. And you can access the entire series now by signing up for just £3 a month. But if not, we'll see you on Thursday as we continue the dramatic life of O.J. Simpson.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.